Hey, it's David Baer. I want to thank you so much for being here today. And today's topic is positivity. And I'm going to explain to you why I think positivity is BS. So, a lot of people that I work with, they get into spiritual concepts around law of attraction or creating what you want in your life and how thoughts are things. And all of that is absolutely true, right? I mean, one of the cornerstones of the work that I do and so many great, modern teachers do is around Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. It's an amazing book. The conclusion was thoughts are things and what we think creates our reality. But the reason why being positive is BS is because most people aren't really being positive at an unconscious level, right? So they fake positivity. They say, well, I'm being positive and I really want this thing and I know that it's going to work out. But right behind them is their unconscious mind saying, why isn't it happening and how come it hasn't happened yet and how come they have it but I don't have it and when's it ever going to happen for me? And unfortunately, the reason why most people don't change their lives, why they're stuck and why they never accomplish their goals and dreams is because they're not willing to do the deep psychological work. It sucks. It's no fun to really get close up and personal with your limiting beliefs and to see that you've been believing stupid stuff your whole life that hasn't felt good, or that you really don't think you're good enough, or that there's not enough time, or that money's hard to come by. Those aren't feelings or beliefs or stories that feel good. But the reality is we have to get into them. Yoda has this amazing quote where he says, named must your fear be before vanquish it you can. And so we have to get familiar with our unconscious mind and all the stupid stuff that our survival-based mechanism has us believing. And so that's why positivity is BS. It's a cover-up, right? Now, I'm all for optimism. I'm all for gratitude. I think that, there really is a lot to be positive about. Life is always working for you, not against you, but it's important that you dig up the stuff that's underneath first. Otherwise, you just don't have fertile soil to give sprout to your ultimate dreams. So I want to give you a couple of tips on how to do that. The first thing is notice when you don't feel good. Whenever you don't feel good, you've got something going on in your unconscious mind that's generating those feelings, right? If you go back to some of my work, I talk about the 5 primary drivers. Whatever we believe generates our thoughts that generate our feelings. If you don't feel good, you're having thoughts unconsciously that are crappy thoughts. And it's important for you to look at them, see them for the lies that they are, come up with a new truth for yourself, and transform them. The second thing is to look at any area of your life where you're stuck. If you're stuck and you're not progressing and moving forward, it's because you've got this crap going on in your unconscious mind as well. It's keeping you stuck. It's preventing you from taking inspired and creative action, right? It's generating feelings like worry and fear and anxiety, and the result of that is absolute inaction. And if you look at the most extraordinary, legendary people in the history of the world, the reason why they accomplished so much was that they figured out how to master this psychology. And the last area is wherever you're creating something that you really don't want. If you go and you look at law of attraction or you start to understand quantum physics, and things are showing up in your life that you don't want, it's a reflection of what you've been thinking. So what you need to do is, the moment you experience that thing that you don't like, notice what you think. Because whatever it is that you're thinking, right, that's what you were thinking before that created that thing. Experiences in our life are God's divine gift to us to help us shift our unconscious thoughts into our conscious awareness. But most of us don't use that opportunity for what it is. So when you experience something that you don't like, boom, notice what you're thinking about it, and then go question, was that true? And use a tool or technique. I provide many, so do other people, to transform it. So that's the inside out work. That's why I think positivity is BS. Not really, but you get my point. You can't cover it up. You got to do the deep work, and then everything becomes possible for you in your life. I hope you enjoyed that. Hope it was helpful. Many blessings to you, and I will see you soon.